2, 3. Hello YouTube, this is Laskeri, and hopefully this is going to be the beginning of a fairly long series based on the Magic Island Quest modpack. It is a modpack put together by the madman of the MCF forums. You know what I mean. Anyways, it is based around, it has various magic mods, and it is using the hardcore questing mod as a platform. So let's get into it. Ignoring this. Hopefully that is not a problem. I have to enable the HQM mode, and I can throw away this, since I only need one. And you can make another one fairly easily if I do lose it. We have 3 bread to start off with, but first off, well, there's clay here, so we should probably get that. There is wood, but there's a chest over here that has stuff that we might need in it. As you can see, there are tons of squid around. We'll be needing those eventually, because we need to start. We need them to start with Thaumcraft. There is 5 seeds, 2 string, both kinds of mushrooms, and fractured bone, which can be used to make bone meal, as well as various other things. Well, the concentrated catalyst for blood magic. Okay, we will be getting back to the island, so nothing spawns on there during the nighttime. Yeah, the island doesn't seem to be big enough so that mobs won't spawn on it during the night, so but hopefully they don't, and just in case they can. Punch wood, punch wood, punch wood. Oh, we got our first reward bag, so we need to make a crook to get some stuff from this. This will help us significantly as far as getting resources go, because it has a higher chance of dropping saplings, apples, and also a small chance of dropping something called silkworm, which allows you to spawn it on the tree, and then it will give you string once the tree is entirely infested by them. So let's see what's in the reward bag. That's not too great, considering there's not really many uses for TNT. There is the mana blaster from Botania. We'll get into that eventually, though. We need to get stone. That is fairly easy. So we just need to make a wooden pickaxe. Time to mine. And I believe there is a exposed area somewhere around here. Well, in any case we could just dig down if we need to. I could have sworn there was some, well, there's stone right there. I think we need all vanilla tools, except for the hoe. Yes. So let me gather the stone, and we shall do that. Should also probably get enough stone for a furnace while we're at it, because I can imagine having a furnace would be fairly useful at this point in the game, considering we just started off, and to make lots of the resources we need a furnace, or at least eventually. I know what I'm doing, totally. I've played Minecraft before. Haha, ha ha. That was sarcasm, by the way. I am going to plant a sapling here, because there's no real point in keeping it. without a pickaxe, a sword, an axe, and a shovel. And we have the furnace as well. Oh, there's a dryad from Ars Magica. You don't really need to worry about these things. They can actually help your crops grow faster if they stand nearby them. If you kill enough of them, a nature garden will spawn, which is incredibly dangerous at this point in the game, so I'm just gonna leave her alone. You have to turn in the furnace, okay. The bookshelf is more useful just for starting Thaumcraft. No, what? We need a block of iron, 32 charcoal. We need, looks like we have done this easier quest. I need to make one of those, and how do you make QTS? Interesting, I have not seen those before. Is there a quest that gives us a QTS? Does not look like it, so we will get to that eventually. I suppose I should put down the furnace and stuff. Oh, yeah, forgot to turn the furnace in. So let us gather 8 more stone, and we will be off on as far as we need for the quests. We do need to get a bunch of wood for one of the quests. For this one we need 32 charcoal, so eventually we'll spend what little dirt and grass we have beyond that little 3x3 platform. We're going to need to eventually, since we have the seeds. We just don't have the. We're not running low on food as of right now, so the seeds aren't exactly necessary. But we will get to those eventually. I could probably move the crafting table over here too. Need to make another furnace. And well, I'll probably turn this into coal since you don't really need the longer burn time. Having just the 8 is enough for the whole stack. As the light sources are aura nodes over there, and there's one over there too. We can't get them quite, we can't use them quite yet, but we will need them eventually, since Thaumcraft is one of the major parts of this mod pack. I suppose we should dig down to see if there's any iron anywhere. There most likely is some somewhere, but I don't know how the Madman has the ore generation set up for the pack. So there's a chance that we might not run into anything because it might be in specific places, or there's a chance that we will find vanilla ore gen. In any case, we need to go down a little bit more since we're only at Y58. There's some salt ore. I don't know if that's particularly useful at this point. I will grab it though, since I do know that it's fairly useful in making certain higher tier foods. And if you can't hear it, there's a zombie nearby. I'm not sure where exactly, but we're going to need to get to that eventually. I should probably make more torches, since we don't need all this coal, since we can make at least one charcoal with the wooden pickaxe, and then start off from, or keep going from there, but oh well. Let's keep digging down. There is a zombie, and it sounds like it's getting closer. Or at least to me. I don't know if that's actually the case, but we shall see. But yes, the mod pack itself is fairly extensive. It has a wide variety of magic mods and various other things, such as extra utilities, which is a mod, not just the name of something. Oh, creeper. Oh, I killed the bat. Not like I needed the bat, besides for the eventual wool of bat for the witchery mod. And there is a Terra shard, earth-infused stone, which will give us shards we need to start on Thalmcraft as far as getting the Thalmonomicon and the Thalmometer. And there is iron. And we are starting to run out of food, so I will eat the bread that we have, even though it should probably be better off using it for something else. At this point in the game, we don't really need to worry about it. We just need a certain amount of iron so that we can start on Thalmcraft and get the iron block quest done. You need 2 iron to start on Thalmcraft because it requires 10 iron nuggets, and you only get 8 back from that if you use if you craft 2 iron ingots into nuggets. Sorry if that didn't make sense, but basically you're turning the larger pieces of iron into nuggets through a crafting recipe, and then using those to craft wand caps, which can be in turn used to craft the wand, which will be used to start Thalmcraft. It's a very complicated process, but thankfully I've gone through it before, so I know at least vaguely what I'm doing. You definitely have a bit of iron. And I see a dryad particle effect. Yes. I am going the other way. I'm not the greatest Minecraft player, but I at least know how the game plays, if not how everything else. That's not what I meant to place down. Oh, I should probably... There we go. That's bones, since we will need them for stuff later. One thing I always check to do is because usually you'll find them in 2 veins, but the veins of 2, but if you dig around them, you'll usually find at least 2 more. It's one little trick I like to remember as far as Thalmcraft goes. There's the dryad, so we have nothing to worry about there. And we will go back up. Hopefully it is daytime and there are no mobs waiting for us outside. And I kinda doubt that, because I think I hear a zombie. Could have just been the one that we heard earlier in the cave. It is daytime, no guarantees about no mobs though. Oh, there's a skyblock up there. There's a tree and some dirt. Interesting. I think I will convert these into bone meal so we can start growing this tree, since we do need that for the quest. And we do need sticks for various other things, well, tools. As I said, the goal for using a crook on the leaves is to get a silkworm that you can use to get more string, which hopefully and eventually we'll use to make a bed. We don't really need a bed right now since there isn't very much to the island, but it'll be nice to have eventually if we ever expand. Oh, there's the X. Is there anything that can increase the yield of bone meal? I think blood magic is the only... Oh, no, witchery has... I get that by smelting saplings. That's something we'll keep in mind, but it's not terribly important at this moment. There seems to be look like a sky, something from open blocks. One of these sky blocks, it kind of looks like there's something blocking the view. It might just be a graphical glitch, but that's the only thing that I could think of that would do something like that if it was an actual block. I will pillar up just to see. I guess it is just a graphical. No? No? Aha! You think you're so sneaky, Mr. Madman. But you're not. I have seen right through your plans. Oh, that's a block above it. Oh, wow. I was not expecting to find that. We will get back to that eventually. Right now, we do not need that because that's actually quite endgame. Considering we're just starting with tree farming, I don't think we need end portals anytime soon. Although the mycelium might be nice for the mushrooms. I guess I will get the mycelium. I knew there was something weird going on when I saw the particles not going around the... That's probably not what you need to do, but... yeah, when I saw the particles coming, the block being blocked by the blocks, well, that's a sentence if I've ever heard one. Yeah, it basically means that there has to be something weird going on. I think I will go up a bit to get the rest of these. As you can see, now that we're up here, you can see the skyline, where you can't see the water from there, but... Oh, ow. Oh, that hurt. I will eat some apples to gin health. And I need to make another pickaxe. It's the one that we were using broke when we were breaking the sky blocks. Luckily we have more than enough stone, so it shouldn't be a problem. Probably should have left that block there so I could jump up and break them from pillar up and then break them at the same time, since there's probably only 1-2 blocks left after this one. Oh well. Yep. Not a huge deal. I'm kind of wondering how much dirt we have here, so I'll take a look at that. Since even though there is dirt on this map, it's still relatively rare. No, there's nothing there. Why was there just a... Was it kind of hollow? That's strange. Should probably start planting wheat and such now. Making a hoe would be necessary if we wanted to do that. Luckily, I have 2 sticks left for that. I apologize if there's any noise in the background. Hopefully I am able to remove that in post-processing, but if not, I apologize. Is water finite in this? It should be replacing it. It's strange. As you can see, we're already running somewhat low on hunger, so having wheat should be a priority. This cactus over here is fully grown, but we don't particularly need it right now. But yes, the iron smelting thing, it is probably something we should do. We have 2, there's 16, we only need 2 of those to make the first wand, and 9 of them to make the iron block for the quest. We get some interesting stuff. We can actually use those that end stone that's up there if we get when we get the ender lily seed. Probably going to go for the reward bag since the potion flasks are easily made, and the iron, well, after a bit of grinding, and the iron sword probably isn't particularly great. This little patch of sand is kind of pointless at this point. Guess we can make the wand now. Yeah, we still have. Oh. Oops, I made 3. Well, it's not a huge deal. So, need more than 2, but at the same time, it doesn't really hurt. And now we have the Thaumanomicon. Yes, that is how I pronounce it. It's not actually what's called, it's just the Thaumanomicon, but it's much more fun to say with various, you know what I mean. Yes, I was going to put some of the stuff away that we don't, some of the stuff we don't need right now. No doubt that we're going to need some of the stuff in a bit, but not right this moment. Oh, tree has grown. I think we need another crook, which we will need another set of sticks for, because we only had 3 and we need 4 to make a crook. This is probably the most boring part of the map, but hopefully we'll start getting into the more exciting parts soon. Oh, yeah, I forgot this was down here. Put the torch right there. Should probably use up the first crook before I use the second one. There we go. Probably fill that in. Oh well, not a big deal. And now we have enough iron to finish that quest. I'm going to go with the reward bag. Hopefully we get something good. It is a good reward bag. That kind of doesn't always turn out to be the case. Oh, that doesn't sound pleasant. I think corruption is the effect from player beacons, which spawns endermen around you, which is not the greatest thing in the world. I don't think I'm going to drink that anytime soon. I have these apples to eat, so might as well do that. Need to make an iron hammer, which requires 2 iron, which we have. 2 iron, 2 sticks, makes an iron hammer. And now we need to get started on ore processing. But first I will make an iron pickaxe, because we need that anyways. For the various other kinds of ores that aren't the basic ones that everybody knows about. I think the sources tell me there's something down here. I'm not exactly sure of its exact location, but I could be wrong. And it would not be the first time that I am wrong. We'll check on that later once we have more impressive tools. Or we need what's down there. But right now, that is not the case. I think I will make a dolly so that we can go and get that chest and move it down. so we don't have to pillar up there any more times to get the stuff that's in it. Because we will need the stuff eventually, just not right away. That seems to be a recurring theme. Now, since we have the dolly in our inventory that has a chest in it, it gives us slowness 2 and mining fatigue 2, which isn't exactly the most beneficial thing, but we can easily just hop down here, slam it on the ground, and we have its contents. I think I will be using some bone meal over here, because we do need food. Oh, I guess crops aren't affected by bone meal in this. Just trees, so we are going to do more tree farming so we can get apples. No matter. I think there is juice, which will slightly extend the amount of apples, or well, food that we get from the apples. Yes, there should be. There's melon. Oh, apple juice is yellow, just like real life. Haha. Should have enough in this quick to get through this tree, although it does have slightly more leaves than the last one we took down. If not, it's not a huge deal. Just make another one, since it is a fairly cheap tool. As you can see in the top left right hand corner, I do that, it says that I am now peckish, which means that I am starting to get more hungry than I was previously, and it would be beneficial for me to start gathering more food. I did not get any apples from that this time, but, well, at least in the leaves that we have broken thus far, but it's not terribly difficult to grow another tree considering we still have enough bone meal left. I wasted some on the wheat, but it's not a huge deal. I do think that one of the changes hunger overall and scrap implements is that excuse me, crops don't grow during the nighttime, so we're kind of out of luck in that department, so I guess apples are really our only option at this point. Luckily we did not get a huge tree, which would be really annoying at this point. That's probably one of the mechanics that I hate most about Minecraft. If it were up to me, I'd use a tree like birch trees that always get the same size, but birch doesn't give apples, so you have the upsides and downsides, I guess. I apologize if I'm boring anybody with this grinding, but this will be hopefully over soon. At least this portion of the map. I am kind of wondering if we have unlocked any quests in the magical department, or we still have to keep going with vanilla. Nope, we still have to keep going with the vanilla. I guess, it's not terribly difficult to get that, so I will work on that right now. If you break an iron, if you break a hammer, you get gravel, which you can sift to get. Oh, I did not know you can do that. Interesting. Oh, I guess this pack doesn't have the NEI plugins for X-Nilo. Basically, if you have the X-Nilo spider, we actually need that since we need string and we haven't gotten any silkworms from the tree yet. We need 18 string to start up the setting. I neglected that when I put the cobble down, so I guess I can break it right now. Supposedly there are 7 chests hidden in range of the render distance. We have found 2. Oh, this one's over here now. I guess we could put down an end stone and the ender lily seed, because we will need ender pearls. Not necessarily soon, but eventually. And they do take about a Minecraft week to grow completely. Guess we don't need 2 quest books and Thumb-Nomicon. We do, however, need glass. For the QDS. It's not terribly difficult. There's quite a few mobs that we need to kill to do the bump in the night quest, but that's thankfully that's not something we need to do at this point. Gear game. It's not terribly important right now. Storeroom stock. I see. I'm assuming this mod pack's equivalent of the For the Hoarding quest line in Agrarian Skies, so that will take a while before we're able to access that, or at least do them in any efficient sort of manner. We do have the transfer node pipes from extra utilities, as well as Thaumcraft golems for item manipulation, and as well as fluid manipulation, actually. I do not know if it's entirely necessary to get them, but we will get them eventually. As you can see, we are now hungry because we are less than half hunger, and it'll probably go down soon. I should probably make the juicer now, because that would, but we only have 1 apple, so it's not like it's a particularly huge deal, I guess. But as far as the episode length goes, I think I am going to get wrapping up here soon, because the episode is nearing half an hour, or is a little bit over half an hour long, and I don't want to keep it too long as far as upload times and such goes. So I will end it here, and we will be back soon.